Hi there, it's Kaya from kajcyika.crafts, and today we will take a closer look to Studio Katia release that came out just today. I will link everything below, so if you want to check out the store, you really should. So let's dive in. Okay, we will start with stamps, and I will start from the smallest and we will go to the biggest. This is called dots, and as you can see it has these beautiful dots at the top, and then we have two sentiments. First says happy birthday and the second one says thanks a million. And of course you can use these stamps just as stamping, but you also can get a coordinating die, and it die cuts a beautiful dots, and this means that you could do some stitching, for example. These dots are quite big, so the die-cut dots will also be quite big, but I like it and I can't wait to make my first example with these stamps and coordinating dies. And yeah, I will use this for sure. Next one is this stamp set that is actually just a saying, throw kindness around like confetti, and this coordinates beautifully with the stencils that we'll come to later on in the video, but you wanna stay and check the stencils. And yeah, this is just a sentiment, and it's really small. As you can see, it's the smallest stamp set the Studio Katia has. And this is the third one that is also in this size, and this one is called Floral Cross, and I find it really beautiful, and I can't wait to color in these beautiful flowers around the cross for like Easter cards or just anything religious, really, because it's quite versatile. I will use this for sure too. Next we have label messages, and this also has a coordinating die, but I will show you first the sentiments. We have a big variety of them here, from you are the best, I love you, to you are amazing and get well soon, and so on. And this is just something that I need. I don't really make a card without a sentiment, so for me, I know that I will use this set a lot. And of course, the coordinating die. One of the dies has these beautiful dots around them, and the second one doesn't. So you can use both to die cut any of these label messages. Next, we have another gorgeous flower set, and this one is called Spring Bouquet, and as you can see it's 3 flowers and 2 beautiful sentiments. The first one says Happy Mother's Day and the second one says Many Thanks, and this also has the coordinating dies available, and I love the fact that the coordinating dies aren't just for the flower, but you also get 2 words. The first one is friend and the second one is love. So it's not really just a coordinating die, it's also 2 words included. So I love the fact that this is like it is. And now to the more masculine, or maybe for boys, set. This is called Spintastic, and you can see that it has fidget spinners, and I think that this is super unique and that it will be a hit with boys, and I can't wait to make a card for my little nephews with them. And of course, we have some sentiments like for the spinner in you, or just you make my world, and yeah, have a fantastic birthday. And the coordinating dice are of course for the 2 fidget spinners, and then these dots you see here, or circles, go in this area, so you can mix and match different colors of cardstock. You don't need just to color them, so you can actually build the fidget spinner just from the dice. moving on, this set is called Japanese Peony, and I love this big flower. I love coloring flowers, so anything floral is just like a therapy for me. So I will be coloring this one a lot, and it also has a lot of beautiful sentiments like you inspire me or just with sympathy, and of course, you are the best, and this gorgeous flower, I just can't get enough of it. And here of course we also have the coordinating die, and it die cuts the flower and the leaves. Moving on to the set called Best Friends, and look at all these cute cats and dogs. This set really makes me smile because I am a person that really likes pets, so yeah, another that I love. So you can of course use the sentiments at the bottom that can be combined like friends forever or just pass on friends. It's really fun and I love this set because I love critters, and this is just I love it. A lot of cats, a lot of dogs to color, and it will be a fun to use. So I can't wait to get to it. And next, moving on, you can see that we are already on the bigger stamps. This one that I'm showing you right now is actually 6x6, so you can see how big it is. This one is called Citrus Trimmings, and this works the same as the floral trimming, so you can mix and match both sides of this set. So from these citruses, so you have these lemons, you have oranges, and then of course some sentiments like have a sweet day or thanks a bunch or happy birthday to my main squeeze. So it's really fun, and I think that this will be also great to use during summer, because we also need a refreshment like lemonade or something. So I'm looking forward to using this. And now this set is one of my favorites. It's called Whimsical Town, and you get a lot of houses. This is really big set. Look, it's 6 by 8 inches, so it's really big. And you get, yeah, as I said, these houses, and then some sentiments that coordinate with them, like there is no place like home, or just the sentiment neighbor that can be combined like hello neighbor or thanks neighbor, or the houses can be used on its own. And I love that there are these lines also included, and I will show you another thing really soon. But first I will take out the coordinating dice, and you can see that the dice are for even the smallest items. So for the smallest tree or the smallest like trash can, everything is there, and even just a line die is also there. So now what I was talking about earlier that I will show you now is this big acrylic block. If I measured it correctly, is 8 3/4 by 1.5 inch long. And look, like this line that I was talking about earlier, this acrylic block is perfect for using it with those big lines. And Katia didn't come out just with this size, she also got this smaller size that is 2 by 1.5 inch. And I really love Katia's acrylic blocks because it has this grip for the fingers that I'm showing you right now. It's hard to explain, but there is like a little wave that you can hold, and it's not like totally straight like here you can see it maybe, but yeah, it's wave. So this really helps your fingers to grab it more easily, and I love this fact. Okay, so moving on to the standalone dies. First, here is a simple dotted borders die that has 3 dies. This bottom one is just dots, and the other 2 actually cut the hill. So I love the dots around them. and I will use this for sure. Okay, so this must be one of my favorites because it's so versatile. You can see that you get this actually has 4 cuts if you look closely. The first one is this in the middle that cuts the flower, then is a circle around it, then is a scalloped edge that cuts, and then this is a big circle. So you get so much different circles that I love it. I will use it so much. For sure you will get enough of it, but I really love it so much. So moving on, this is a set called Dotted Patterns, set number 5. And you get this rectangle, big rectangle, small rectangle, and this banner shape. And as you can see, here are some dots that are left the edges, and this gives it this little extra interest when making a card. Okay, so this is the die that is called scalloped square, and you got this beautiful square, and then this reminds me of snow globe. So I believe that I will make a card with this set making a snow globe, because this really, when I first saw this die set, this was the idea I got, and this is the card I made with this square and the peony that I showed you earlier. So yeah, this is my plan, and we got one die left, and this is Easter. It's called Script Easter, and it just cuts this beautiful scripty word. And now to the most exciting part. Studio Katia just came out with its first stencils, and look at this gorgeous mandala stencil. I'm in love with it. It's so detailed, and I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say. I love it so much that I will just show you the example how great it looks. This is my card that I make, and I just ink blended over it, and I mean I couldn't add anything else because it was just so gorgeous that I left it as is. So yeah, this is the mandala, and we also have a confetti stencil, and this has these dots, and it actually looks a lot like confetti, so you can use it with this stamp set that I showed you earlier that says throw kindness away, not away, around like a confetti. And yeah, I love stencils. So moving on to the last thing, so to the embellishments, and let's start with the stain rainbow confetti. This is a confetti that is mixed, and it's really muted down, the colors are muted down, so I love this fact. And yeah, it's a confetti, so you can use it for shakers or something like this. Then we have these glam crystals, and these are crystals in pink, white and black color, and this is of course as any embellishment. I believe I don't need to explain what to do with them. And moving on, this is I believe a gold crystal set. I will link it up. I'm not sure about how this one is called, but the next one, this one that I have in my hands right now, it's called Shimmering Ice Fusion, and this is actually clear with just some shine to it, so it looks like snow. And this is sequence. So, and now we go to the clear, more clear or iridescent stuff. These are bubbles and they are clear. And there is a difference between clear and iridescent that you will see in the moment. So this is iridescent bubbles, and they have this rainbow shine or purpley bluish shine to it. If you look closely right now, you can see the difference between clear and the iridescent in that shine that I just told you about. So we have iridescent bubbles, and now here we also have iridescent cones. This is a totally different shape for me, I believe, and I love it. And then the last thing we have is iridescent stars, and that's it for this release. Thank you so much for joining me again. I will link everything at the bottom of this video, and yeah, hope that you like it as much as I do. See you soon. Bye bye.